Welcome everybody to the Two Man Power Trip, the Black Man Starting a Nerd Lifestyle. I'm Nicholas, Mr. Go with the Flow.
And I'm the man with the plan, Maurice.
And we're back with another edition of the Blerd By Nature Podcast. What's up, co-host?
What's good, broski? What's good?
Big Zilla and the 5'3" Illa from Tokyo. Black Anime Podcast number 202 in the building. We still blackity black. Welcome Black History Month. Let's go.
Let's get it.
Yeah. And on that note, we step into some vibe, guys. So how was your weekend and work week, co-host?
The weekend was good.
You got you went out or you got to relax?
I got to relax a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Took some family stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The week, it's been long, but it's been okay.
Work making it long?
Yeah, just a lot of stuff going on. A lot of paperwork, a lot of processing stuff. A lot of going back and forth with people trying to get stuff back, send stuff here. We're in the middle of a hardware refresh, so it's just a lot of moving parts.
Sounds like folks got this shit dragging.
Yeah, but it's part for the course. Anytime we refresh hardware, it's like just getting everything where it's supposed to go, making sure stuff goes out on time where it's supposed to go, and all that, all of the logistical stuff.
Nah, I hear you, man. Busy working and stuff all around. You know, doing what you got to do.
Yep. On a good note, I got my car back.
Okay, good. I was meaning, when you get that back?
I got it back this morning.
Oh, okay, cool. That's what's up. Good. All right, glad to hear the mobile is back.
Yeah.
Good. All right, so my weekend, once again, shout out to co-hosts. The Scooby Gang was out -1, but he was there in spirit through different stick figure drawings and stuff like that. But the Scooby Gang was out here with the food shenanigans. Snow wasn't stopping us down, even though we had to grab up what we could before like the storming started, the actual storm. Like it was storming while we was out and stuff like that. But nonetheless, it's like a foodie adventure that we will be redoing again for co-host to finally pull up on for us to enjoy that brunch, because we was there too late for brunch. So we ate. Still the spot is nice. They treat us well there. So when we pull back up for brunch, it should be nice with co-host, so we can get the pancake shots, because we wasn't able to get the pancake shots this time either. Yeah. So it'll come along with brunch and all the good stuff for next time. They was like, co-host ain't here yet. We gotta hold that for next time. So next time we'll reform the full Scooby Gang mobile and we'll pull up.
The pictures had me dying, bro.
Man, I told you I was good. When we was popping out. If you was missing, then we was gonna put you in there. And I had some. Your hand was popping in every few things, and then there was a guy who came by the table. So a guy tried to pull the okey doke. I guess he was working there as like the side photography and shit like that. He was taking our photos, and then he said this shit was free, and then he came back and this shit was already encased and stuff like that after he took the photo, and then he was like, all right, it'll be a charge. I was like, why y'all doing this shit in the restaurant?
They do that at, where else they do that at? BBQs, I think.
Yeah,
too.
That's some annoying
they tried it
and stuff like that. We wasn't doing that, but shout outs to Lily, because she wanted one of them, so she bought them, and it was the one with all of us, and that's where I drew your stick figure in. so perfectly encaptured the gang right there. we never miss a partner when it's Scooby shenanigans for sure, man.
For real. Oh yeah,
man, that was good. Super Bowl. Me and King was chilling here with the leftovers and stuff like that, collect foods and stuff like that. So that was good. Monday into the work week, pretty chill, fly by. Things is maneuvering and stuff like that. Things is mulling over. I think last week was really my adultish, like I gotta get my taxes done and all this other stuff, all the shenanigans I had to handle last week. So that was last week. This week's more chiller and stuff like that. This week was more. It just popped up out of nowhere how this week seemed to more be like collective of tickets and stuff like that. Like we got our tickets for the upcoming NXT thing, and then like right after I got my tickets for that, I found out that this band that I like, Sleep Theory, is coming to New York, but they was having their also early sale of tickets to go see the
Oh.
concert on the same day. So after I finished with you, I saw a post. I was like, they dropped the exclusive code. I said, oh shit, because I was gonna literally on Friday, both of those events tickets would go on sale, and I was like, all right, that's gonna wait till Friday, and then you said you was ready with the pre-sale, so I was like, all right, so let's make the maneuvers, and then right after we finished, like an hour later, I saw a post. I was like, oh, I don't gotta wait till then. All right, so I ended up copping them tickets too. So
Oh,
that's set up,
nice.
and that concert is a day before Jobber Slam. So whenever those tickets go on sale,
Oh,
it makes
okay.
for a good setup weekend and shit like that. So
Okay.
so
That's
I
what's up.
got I got my various tickets in order and shit like that. So that's good. Me and co-host gonna pop out some for some NXT time for sure. That should be fun.
Nice, nice, nice. That's lit.
Yep,
Glad you got
yep,
your
yep.
tickets for the concert too.
Yeah,
Yes.
man. Yeah, man. It's a good time. This and looking like March and June looking like some fun time for sure, man.
Yeah, for real, for real.
Yep. And other than that, I got a Valentine's Day shout outs to my beloved Kenya out there, Captain, aka the one steering the boat in this podcast all the time. But
Yeah.
shout outs for that early Valentine's Day for my love right there. And other than that, that's about it for the week. Other than work is moseying on same old shenanigans. I think everybody's doing cross training and whatnot. I know
Mm.
majority of the shit around. I don't know if I'm gonna get cross trained for phones or nothing like that. But other than that, the usual. Everybody's having you do like a million safety quizzes and shit like that. But other than that, it's just same old at work.
Did your supervisor come back?
Yeah. She came back about like a like a week or so ago, pretty much. Yeah, like I said, same old.
Okay.
All the BS still goes down.
Gotcha.
Yep. Other than that, we can switch now into some off the cuff discussions. And this one's been laying heavy on my mind just in general with this month. But I want to know your opinions, co-host. What's your thoughts on this month now more than ever, Black History Month, and just kind of the things that have been going down, whether it's attack on Black History Month that's been happening with our new legislation, and then this month kind of finding back through music. Like I was talking to a couple of people that's saying as shit is literally being tore from us, whether it's education or rights or just basic holidays or shit like that. Even the right to like celebrate this month, just in general, is stealing from us. It feels like the only thing on the up that's been on the up when it comes to like black celebrity status or black like interest is music. And once again, the music is usually the biggest thing that happens during a time of like down cry. And
Yep.
like with the Grammys and the Super Bowl, what's your thoughts on like this month fighting back? Like how black artists are fighting back against all the shit that's happening, and kind of the people fighting back what's happening with Black History Month, because this one feels different than last year because this month feels more of an attack.
But yeah, in regards to that, music has always been that kind of. It's always been one of the tools that has to make a statement.
Yep.
And this month, more than any recently, it's being used to make a statement.
Yeah, I agree. And we had events like the Grammys and the Super Bowl that have shown that, I mean, it has shown double sides of people's media literacy, understanding of performances, understanding of seeing moments of power, how people be rewarded and shit like that. And that's kind of the only upside we have. Other than that, we've just been snatched time and time again since the 20th, since that orange tornado.
Yep.
And it's just not fun having every day that's something else is happening to us for sure. And it's tiring. It's very tiring.
It's very tiring, and this is why a lot of those statements are being made.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
this if any time to make them, it will be now because
Yeah.
of the current climate.
Yeah. And we're currently going through the heaviest part of this, where you wake up every day and some shit feels like it's about to change.
Yep. Every day is something else.
No, legit. Every day it's something else. And I got a few points to that down the line, and just nerd reboot news and things just in general of that ilk.
I could go on a whole tangent on that, but
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
We'll
yeah.
we'll we'll divide it out because I definitely got to talk about it. So that's a little just something that we're gonna divide up in the nerd slash reboot
Okay.
news stuff. Closing that off with off the cuff discussions and switching into that segment right now. So co-hosts, did you get a chance to check out stuff pertaining to the Super Bowl? Did you get to watch the
Uh,
commercials, halftime, game, etc.? Anything?
I watched the halftime show. I didn't watch
Hmm.
many commercials. Well,
Okay.
none that really stayed in my brain.
Well, that's what I now that's one of them. Okay, so let me break it down. So did so commercial wise, what any of those commercials stick in your head or anything you watched or seen or anything like
No,
memorable? No.
no, nothing stuck in my head. Nothing I can recall. It was like, oh yeah, that was. I can.
I feel like this year definitely was lacking in commercial base compared to maybe say like last year, or maybe there was like less trailers or something like that that was around or something like that. It felt like something because every year after the Super Bowl, I always look online to see the various commercials. I saw like the 25 set, and some of them was out of my head, some of them was in there and something like that.
Mhm.
But did you see the one? I think one of them popped in my head was like, did you see the Mountain Dew one with Seal?
No, I didn't.
So they had like a Mountain Dew one where Seal was literally a seal.
Wow.
Yep, he was singing "Kissed by a Rose." He was a seal. It was like a anamorph kind of creature thing. It was like Seal's face on a seal, and he was singing "Kissed by a Rose," and he was trying to open up. Like he changed some of the lyrics so he can like say he's trying to open up a Mountain Dew, but he has flippers and he keeps dropping them.
I think part of it probably comes to the game itself.
Mm-hmm.
So the game being as lopsided as it was,
Pretty much.
by the time the halftime show came, it was just like, yes,
Oh yeah, no, agreed. And I mean, as I was hearing and seeing the numbers, apparently after that halftime show, a shit ton of people stopped watching.
yeah.
Oh,
Because I
people.
think at that point it was like I think the Eagles had already had 40
Oh,
points.
Eagles was up
Yeah.
that whole time.
So
They was stomping them.
it was like by the time halftime hit, it was just like, yeah, this is done. It's
Oh
a
yeah,
wrap.
there was the what was it? They was doing Gatorade bats 3 minutes before the end of the game. Like
Yeah.
yeah, man, shit was wrap tagged and stored.
So I'm not surprised a lot of people checked out because like, yeah, there's no
Pretty much. You kind of knew
the gap is
how.
too big.
Yeah, pretty much. It was just that defense and that shutdown.
Yep.
It was funny to watch for sure. That's for sure. So let's talk about the halftime show. What's your thoughts on the halftime show?
I enjoyed it.
Me too.
Yeah.
I like like Kendrick said he was gonna do a story and he told one hell of a story out there. The use of Uncle Sam, Samuel
Mm-hmm.
L. Jackson was money. Him and SZA did great. They realized what song they had to sing and a mix of all their stuff between Luther and then going into all the stars, which was just genuinely like the second I heard that brought me back to the theaters 2018 on that Black Panther. I love thinking of Chadwick Boseman with that song just in general and just everything from the song that he was gonna play and the build up to it and stuff like that, and just I mean the imagery that's coming out of it where it was like the people and the American flag and the divided nation and stuff like that. Kendrick put on a masterclass of storytelling and everything, and who was mad about all that.
Oh yeah.
Like this week has proved whether you could understand some details, and it's so funny when you live lives different from other people where like some stuff seems so obvious what they're doing and stuff like that, and to other people they're like, well, what does this mean and what is this and what do these symbolize and what does all this mean and stuff like that. I was like, bro, it's pretty damn obvious.
Yep.
Like it's like, damn, we really live in two different worlds. If you can't like, this is why
That's exactly
injustice.
it.
This is why injustices shit be going down, and y'all be like, well, I don't see it. What do you mean? It's directly right there.
Yeah, being oblivious by choice.
Oh yeah, because they can. I guarantee you, if you put it in their favorite comic, they'll point it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, people can see injustice in X-Men for years. So hey, what's going down?
A luxury not everyone has.
But yeah, so but overall, yeah, halftime was good. Commercials was weird. The game was overrun, but that's Super Bowl this year.
Yeah, but weird has been the theme of this year.
Oh, definitely. So, speaking of weird, let's go into the next bit of the docket. And since we're going to NXT in about a month's time here over in the Garden, let's talk about Ricky Starks in NXT.
Listen, Ricky wasted no time. No
Nah,
time.
man, no time. It was so funny because we was just chatting and we was messaging, and like I looked down at my phone to answer you, and I heard somebody's voice. I was like, wait a minute, no, that could be. Then I raised up. I said, "Oh shit, Ricky!" And in the midst of that, I had to text you. I was like, "Oh shit, Ricky!" I was like, "Oh shit," because I just had gotten home from the gym and everything, and I had just relaxed. I switched over to my laptop, and I was ready to watch. And I was like, "Oh shit, Ricky's here! What the fuck?" That was so fast.
Yep, he's like, listen, I'm already in Florida. Hold on.
Yeah, he pulled up with that energy, with the Scott Hall energy. You know I'm here, and you know what I'm about. You want a war? I'm about to see you in a war, man. Let's go.
Yep, and just on the Super Bowl weekend, the Vince is like, ha ha, I see you, Ricky.
Oh yeah, the energy all around is very funny, man. But I'm happy to see Ricky Starks back on TV. I'm ready for some promos, some chats. I'm ready to see what he does next. We got Vengeance Day over the weekend and stuff like that, and I just want to see him back in the ring and cutting promos and getting into the stories and stuff like that. And you know that men's division in NXT needs all the help it can get. So, but inject him into anywhere you want, and it's gonna be a funner time for sure.
Yep, he's where he needs to be.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. He can work out any kinks he got before he gets shut off into the main roster, and then we'll see from there.
Yep. So I'm happy. I'm happy he'll be wrestling and he's on TV again.
Definitely. That matters and happens in the midst of Black History Month, so I'm happy about that.
Right, posing everywhere. I was like, okay, I see.
Oh yeah, because we're gonna talk about the next bit on the news docket. Because did you see what happened today when it comes to WWE certain personnel?
No, what happened?
So, did you see our Department of Education head Linda McMahon on the stands today?
Oh, I've seen photos of that. Yes.
Yeah, so they're having it's a shit show because right now Linda's there and behind her is all the folk. The Triple H is behind her, Stephanie's behind her, Shane McMahon's behind her, Shane's wife's behind her, and they're all there. And I mean, you know, it's family support and whatnot, but like they're literally talking to Linda, and the clips I saw today of like them talking to Linda, and it's conversations about like them taking African American studies out of schools and denying people of color and black children the rights to go to private schools. Like them can discriminate over race. And she's talking about like I got to check into that, and I propose that there's more like racial divide when it comes to like these private schools, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Listen, she's not qualified for that job, so I'm not
obviously, but greatly. It's all stupid. It's all stupid. It's absolutely fucking stupid. And then this just does not add to the we as the black congregation like have issues with certain booking patterns that happen and certain answers that we get in WWE under Triple H. This shit doesn't make it feel any bit better when you have a family that's standing 10 toes down against black education and you already don't treat your black roster some way good. And there's certain people on your roster that feels like they should be higher up the card than they aren't. And then it's like you're starting to put things together because there's microtransactions here. And you're like, what are you doing here, man? Paul, what are we doing? What are we doing, man?
Yeah, it's
talking about I don't see color, and it's your family certainly sees a certain perception of things, and it's not looking fucking good, bro. It's not
a good look. No.
Yeah, it's trickling down, and the next time a motherfucker has a press conference, I mean, this is like persona non grata. Like it's like this conversation is happening, and the worst part about it is Triple H is directly behind her. This is not gonna look good on anything.
Yeah, I saw the photos. I was like, oh boy.
Bro, if he has a press conference and they ask him anything, anybody has to risk they worth of salt to ask him the conversation again. Because when you talk about you don't see color and you're standing on the backs of this kind of shit, this is what your family supports, we have an issue, bro. Because we already know this company is right up Trump's ass. So like, what are we doing, man?
Yeah, it's messy.
It's very, and I don't like
Feel
this.
conflicted
It's
here.
so it's the somebody has asked the various questions, and it's true. Have you noticed? You've noticed the complete erasure of the Black History Month that they used to do every year during in WWE. They have not done that once. They have not said it once. Remember when they used to show highlights of Black history through like wrestlers through the history and shit like that?
Yeah.
All that is gone. It has not dinged once in my head that we've had multiple Raws, multiple SmackDowns, fucking NXTs. Nobody's talking about Black history, especially in NXT.
Yeah.
They have a history of all the motherfuckers in the world. Not one bit of like even 10-second clip of here's this star of the past year and stuff like that. Here's their flowers. None of that.
Yeah, but I'll give Vince that. He was on it.
Vince cared about Martin Luther King. That's for
Vince
sure.
was on it.
I heard niggas was losing their push because they was disrespecting Martin Luther King. Like that's the one thing. It is crazy how Black history got to stand more with Vince than Triple H. Is nuts.
Yeah,
that is a quiet part out loud. Talking about you don't see color. Yeah, you definitely erasing it too, buddy.
Same play about that. I give him that.
But we'll follow up with that. That's why I hesitate with saying certain things with like yeah, I'm enjoy your NXT time, Ricky, because I don't know what things is gonna be looking up when you come to the main roster, buddy. Hopefully, life is better for certain skin colors.
Yeah, I hope so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but the way this get shaken up, I don't know.
I don't know, man. I'm still a bit iffy on the Street Profits, man. I still don't understand that. Add this up to me. They came back and did a big statement on Royal Rumble, and then the next SmackDown, I see Pretty Deadly getting a title shot. Why? When then Street Profits is doing a promo? I'm like, buddy, what? I don't know.
Listen,
what's happening? Why are they cutting promos and not in the beef mixture? Like what's happening?
Man, the Pretty Deadly don't get jumped next week. I don't know what we doing.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know what we doing.
I don't know. And then I already felt iffy when niggas was talking about Bianca's found herself in the mid card. I was like, excuse me? No, that's Bianca and Rhea is 1A, 1B, buddy. What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
Oof.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I'm not sniffing what you're putting down, especially with this Jade Cargill story. Where'd that go? They stopped talking about Jade.
You noticed that, right?
Yeah, no, bro. The week of the Royal Rumble, I literally kept saying when they had a promo off when they was talking to Bianca and Naomi, and they was like they kept talking, and I was like, is anybody what happened to the investigation? They didn't say one word. I was like, she's not coming back during the Rumble. And then I kept watching. We was all together. I was like, all right, yeah. And then we started counting out who was left. I was like, oh, she's not in the Rumble. Nope. They dropped this shit. Or they gonna pull some Tony Khan shit and forget it and pick it up when that shit's convenient. Oh, that's nice. Oh, okay.
Yep. That's where it look like it's going.
Okay, yeah, it's going to the mid card of WrestleMania. All right, nice. Right. Yeah. Stick Bianca in the mid card. Yeah, that makes sense. It makes absolute fucking sense. All right, got you.
They say you're gonna see Jay pop up on a random Raw and you're gonna never speak of it again.
Jesus Christ. If she got sucked in the portal and she's on Raw instead of SmackDown, and they're like, well, I don't know why I'm here, but here I am.
Yep.
No!
Yep, that's what it look like it's going.
But anyways, stepping forward in that, we got some more nerd news. I sent this to you earlier, but it looks like some cowabunga ass young teen hip ninja mutants is ending themselves up in Call of Duty for some reason. Call of Duty loves to do the collaborations of weird centuries all around, and TMNT is gonna be in Call of Duty, so expect them with an AK and a machine gun. That's gonna look so weird.
Well, that'd be right up Ralph's alley. So
Ralph's, but I don't know about the rest of the team. That shit gonna look funny in Donnie or Michelangelo's hand.
Nah, when they usually have their weapons, they just gonna have guns.
But exactly, that's what's gonna make it feel weird.
Right? Now Donatello's just gonna pull a gun off his back.
I mean, if it's the last Ronin version, yeah, I get it. But other than that, to see them as the regular go have yourself shooting off the blicky and throwing grenades gonna be funny as hell.
This is the cow. Hold this cowabunga.
Oh, big facts, big facts. At least that's one thing I can hear when he throws a grenade.
Yep.
Oh shit's gonna be funny. But yeah, that's collab stuff on Call of Duty for sure. They doing all the weird stuff. They had wrestlers, they had Nicki Minaj, they had Walking Dead, they had a whole bunch.
Yeah, they did. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's weird and wacky, but they're trying to be like Fortnite, so I guess it works today. Whatever.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm here for it.
Yeah, it's fun. But something on the fun but sad news. Today is the final. They dropped the last few episodes of Cobra Kai. So after so long watching these kids grow up and shit like that all together and stuff like that, Cobra Kai is officially finished on Netflix today. All them episodes is officially out.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm slowly getting through it. I think I watched the first like 2 episodes out of the last final batch of 5, but man, I already know it's about to be the emotional journey and stuff like that, and shit was sweet. And it's all nice, man. Just saying goodbye. I remember when I was watching this on YouTube Red, and then they transitioned over to Netflix because it got so hot. And now after 6 seasons and stuff like that, man, shout outs to Cobra Kai and reviving a whole series and stuff like that, giving everybody another lifespan. And then we the movies coming out later this year, so we'll still have more Cobra Kai and Karate Kid kind of legacy type stuff later on.
Yeah, but it had a good run. Now let's
Definitely,
go.
definitely. Oh, 100%. Did you see? So did you see the announcement of the cast members? What was it? I think it was the dude who. So this adds to my theory of the Rangers stuff, because we already can tell who would be the perfect Tommy candidate and who would be the perfect Kimberly candidate. Only to find out today they pulled up on the red carpet to show they're engaged in real life.
Oh wow!
So I was like, oh, y'all just added to the lore. Y'all just added to the lore that y'all should be green and pink right there for sure, or white and pink right there for sure.
There you go.
Hey man, they just making it easy for us. So whenever I'm telling you, since Cobra Kai's finished, whenever they want to call for them teenagers with attitude, just pick up the phone. When they doing this reboot, pick up the phone. It's time for y'all all to migrate to Paramount.
There we go.
Also, side note, I gotta give a whole ass credit to Jolo, because Jolo, who's been a mainstay as Miguel in the Cobra Kai series. My son is in his bag era right now. He is the hot commodity right now because Cobra Kai just dropped. He is also one of the English voice actors to one of the main characters in Sakamoto Days, the new anime on Netflix. And then he's also a voice actor and one of the main characters in Invincible. All of those things are new, and you hear his voice all the way around right now in all 3 properties. He is in the Bag series right now. He's in 3 things, 2 of them on Netflix, 1 of them on Amazon, all of them hot. Zolo is a hot commodity. Yo, my son came out of Cobra Kai, big bag, respect. And he's also still Blue Beetle. And he's gonna be in the
James. Blue Beetle, that's right.
Yeah. And James Gunn already got him hooked up to be I think there's gonna be a Blue Beetle animated thing, and Solo's gonna be voice acting there too. Solo is the hot commodity. Cobra Kai did exactly what it's supposed to do. They created a star, and he's a star now.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about, y'all. So big respect to Solo. I hear his voice everywhere now. He doing it up big, and he's doing good, man. I love to see these young fools getting bigger roles out here and shit like that. He's gonna be out here. He a superstar. That's what I like.
He's gonna be good.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Now pick up the phone when they call you for the Power Rangers too, bro. Don't miss out on another bag. You got all of these bags. Get another one. I love it.
Yeah.
So further on with that, have you seen the funny shit that's going down with Duolingo?
No.
So apparently Duolingo was talking like hot shit after the Super Bowl. They was really on the Kendrick shit. They was throwing all this shade to Drake and stuff like that. And then like just randomly out of nowhere, I think 2 days ago, they said the Duolingo, I guess they're doing a storyline or something like that, but it looked like the Duolingo owl, the famous mascot of the Duolingo, that says like, if you don't finish your Spanish lessons or your any languages you're learning lessons and stuff like that, it's gonna hunt you down and follow your family or something like that, or kidnap you or something. Apparently somebody killed the owl.
Wow.
Yeah. So they dropped a weird newsletter that said the owl got murdered, and then they showed the video of what happened. It was somebody in a Cybertruck that ran over the owl, and they was like, that's the end of that mascot. So we don't know if they're gonna pull up with another mascot and stuff like that. And then like a day later, they showed a video where there was like their mascots, like the other characters. If you do any kind of Duolingo stories, they're like multiple different characters and stuff like that they play throughout wherever. Like they were killing off mad mascots. So apparently somebody's going around and killing off pieces of Duolingo mascots.
Yo, listen, taking out the Duolingo mascot is wild.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what's going on, but I don't know. It's a strange storyline. People say Drake might be in on it. He might be having hitters in the Duolingo space, taking out motherfuckers in Duolingo. But that shit funny.
Yeah, like woo, yo,
shit is strange.
That was on my bingo card this year.
I know, right? That owl been hunting people down for so long, and now I was one on social media, but that shit came out of left field, man.
Yep.
Yep. But anyways, further on, did you see the new trailer? They had like the PS4, the PS4, the PS5 state of play full of new games and stuff like that. And one of the new trailers that came out was for WWE 2K25, where they showed off the island. Did you see the island trailer?
I did see that.
What's your thoughts on the island?
Oh, I'm here for it.
I'm here for it, but what people are saying on Twitter definitely got me looking out stuff, because they said that once you get in that island, and when you're playing those Iron Man matches online, and people, you know how people hit up with the Street Fighter, like a new challenger comes, or you gonna be running next match after next match after next match, and the island's gonna be full of microtransactions, transactions and shit like that. Shit gonna be crazy, man. Them servers gonna be fried in them first couple of days. That shit gonna start acting up like 2K20.
Oh yeah, I expect it to.
Yeah, I hope they can hold that shit all together, because that island shit's gonna take a lot of processing speed to work out. It's nice, and I'm here for it, and it's 2K-ish it's 2K-ish in the basketball sense for sure. It's interesting, but like I hope they're ready for servers, because that shit's gonna be kicking ass.
Okay, like I said, it's gonna be chaos. It's gonna probably be fun at first. It's gonna be chaos. It's gonna be mess.
It's gonna be fun if you can get in.
Listen, if the servers start acting out, I'm just gonna go beat people up in the NXT parking lot. That's all.
If you can get there,
Listen,
I can imagine people going all around for the parking lot, and that shit gonna play freeze tag.
Right?
Shit gonna be ridiculous, man. But nah, I'm here for the island just in general. It feels somewhat new and stylish like that, and that's good. Even though I still do miss the days of like a coherent, like a straight line story. I miss, like, one of these days, maybe like from 2K26, they can finally just put back a regular story, like not reliving history and shit like that. Like, just let me go through season mode for like 2 years or something again. Yeah. I miss those. I still miss those. That's like the one thing they haven't given us, because they love to run through the history, and I'm like, we ran through the history far enough. Let's get into some creative stories. Like, let's get into some wacky shit that they used to do, like the Undertaker streak and turning people to zombies. I miss that fun shit.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's one thing the old day capture. I remember those old school seasons we used to have back then.
Yeah, let's have some fun. Get some select characters. Go back to your wacky areas of fun stories and shit like that. Let's do that. Like, y'all can still all do this island and this phenomenon stuff and whatnot. But like, let me go back to some stories. Let me pick a character and ride out just a custom story that y'all got. Like, I'd rather have some fun with that. Like, this is why people still play like Here Comes the Plane and Shut Your Mouth.
Oh yeah,
like ass story for this.
Yeah, bro. What's up?
Let's have some fucking fun. That's for sure. But yeah, other than that, it's been a couple of weeks, and depending on what segment you hear and this stuff is having there, but it looks like AEW has been getting some momentum back from the people been watching in the last couple shows, from Dynamite to some Collision stuff, and it's been up and down for what they doing, but at least they letting some people go, and they freeing up, and Tony's done with football, so he's back further in the weeds, and he booking again, so things start to feel heated up and streamlining and stuff like that, and it's working itself out. So 2025 is actually looking like an upturn for AEW on the further scale. So that's a good thing, because at the end of the day, we want two good wrestling shows.
Yes, I hope they get it together. I hope improve.
Hell yeah, we need at least one company that knows how to book black talent.
And I'm like, I'll watch, and sometimes I just be so confused. I'm like, what story y'all trying to tell you?
At least I can enjoy stuff like.
Where's Darby?
I think. Well, remember they took him out and they threw him down the stairs and stuff like that.
Where's Darby? He's a bit bad.
Yeah, but they trying to say that they pretty much shut him down and killed him and stuff like that. But on the real, he training for Everest, so he's gone to go climb.
I like to kill Darby every week. Darby kills Darby every week. That's why I'm like, oh, Darby.
Well, Darby. Well, as far as they know, as long as they took him out, and hopefully I don't know, man. I don't know if he trains and then he instantly goes to go climb this mountain, and then honestly, if he ends up doing this shit, like, they're gonna have to give him something because surviving, going up, and then this nigga said he's gonna go up there with an AEW flag. Like, think about this just in general. If he actually climbs Mount Everest and he sticks a fucking AEW flag into that mountain and comes back, yeah, give him the belt. The fucking that shit's ridiculous. He survived and not died through that shit. Yeah, give him the belt. I don't want them to hold off all the way to Death Rider and stuff like that. But whoever has the belt, hand that nigga the belt.
Oh man, Death Rider. I'm over it.
Oh yeah, we've been over it. We've all over it. We're all it's 10 million times. That's what I'm talking about. The whole show is pretty good until you get to like Death Rider shit, and that's the problem because that's the world title, and everything should revolve around the world title. But it's funny because everything outside of that picture is actually pretty fun if it's not Chris Jericho. But if it's Chris Jericho, if it's Chris Jericho, if it's Brian Keith, if it's Big Bill, that's great. If it's Jericho, fuck out of here.
I somewhat enjoyed the little segment they had this week, but that's about it.
See, I would have enjoyed it more if the better thing didn't happen on Saturday though. When it was Brian Keith and Bandito doing it mid-match, when it was actually cool and a hot crowd behind it, it was good. But then Jericho had to steal it a couple days after. I was like, Jericho saw it was hot and Jericho wanted to steal that shit from his own crew member. I was like, bitch, listen, you annoy me, Jericho. You annoy me. I would have enjoyed it more if it wasn't the cool thing that happened already, but whatever. Listen, as long as it ends up with the Hobbs is looking good, Brian Keith looking good, Bandito looking good, everybody it's just the Jericho vortex. Just at the end of the day, he just bothers me. If it's Jericho and it's Jericho and it's Death Rider shit, sometimes it bugs me. But then there's a few gleams of light, like the trios match they had was pretty good. Ospreay and Omega's still good. Ricochet and Swerve is money. Swerve and Hangman always is money. MJF finally found his mojo back and it's going straight into facing off with Hangman. Like this is what I'm talking about. This is where we start to cook. Keep going with that. Not to mention freaking Harley Cameron in the promo of a fucking year.
Yeah, yo, that promo had me dying.
That shit had me from the song and the rap that was actually way better than the actual song. And then on top of it, the fucking promo of a lifetime that makes you want to run through that's what professional wrestling is about, baby.
Yeah,
shit's money. So that's good. So them heading up into Grand Slam this weekend along with NXT Vengeance. It looks like it's gonna be a good weekend and stuff like that. And then the Revolution has the main event with Cope and Mox. I ain't fucking with that.
Yeah, it's just kind of there.
Yeah, no, for real. That is the most. I didn't want it to happen, but it's happening as situation that we've fallen ourselves into. So here we go. But on the bright side, we got a team called the Ops.
Yeah.
Like, listen, if it was anybody besides Samoa Joe, I would have been like, nah, it ain't work for me, buddy. But it's Joe.
It's Joe. It works.
If Joe want to call himself the Ops, I'm fucking with Samoa Joe. He is 100% the Ops because if I'm fighting Joe, I want to be Joe. I want to be fighting Joe. Even when he was actually scrapping backstage, when CM Punk was choking Jack Perry just a little, who got in the middle of it? Samoa Joe. He the Ops. He the Ops.
That's right up Joe's alley. So I had no problems with it. I was
niggas talking about, oh, this is Cody. I can't see it as the Ops. Nigga, y'all love Samoa Joe all the time. Let him rock. He's the Ops.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, that works. That works for me.
If Joe says it, it's okay. Anybody else, I don't want to hear you. But Joe, when Joe say he the Ops, he the Ops. Because I don't want to face his Ops. I don't want Joe being the enemy. If Joe the enemy, he the enemy.
Yep. So I was like, okay, Joe. I'm like, that works for me.
Fucks with it.
I got a list of people.
Oh, facts. Yo, imagine if they.
And you know who at the top of that list?
Oh, speaking of that, I know what's gonna piss you off. Right before I got into this, they had the Ring of Honor show on the Jericho Cruise, and guess who was in the main event? Not just Commander, but they gave him a captain's hat. So now he's officially been dubbed Captain Commander.
We are not here for this.
Oh my God, he's also the new side Captain America. Let's go.
Nah.
When a hero comes along.
Absolutely not.
Let's go. Yo, I'm going. Wait until I shot that captain's hat, bro. Captain Commander has completely been officialized. He's a hero and a captain now.
Nope.
Let's go.
All I'm waiting is for him to be out here, and we hurt people, and I'm like, yes, let's go.
Well, until that time comes, Captain Commander is here to stay, baby. He won his main event. He getting
Nope.
nothing but W's now. Let's
Yo,
go.
I need you to get him.
Yeah.
Get him,
That's
Joe.
my next question. My next question, I want to find out how you feel about our captain and hero, Commander. Yeah.
Boo.
Yeah.
No.
Commander Squad, Hero Squad up, and wait until he out here with his tag partner. They just gonna get nothing but W's, man.
Nah, that ain't it for me, bro. That ain't it for me. I need Chad Gable to come out there and beat him up too.
Dark Sides of Lucha.
Yep.
But anyways, real quick on the last bit of news, and this is on a super positive note, and this was news that we found out today. Did you get to see the great news that we got? The big post that he made. Did you see what happened to Chris Bay today?
Yes, I did.
Man, talk about blessings and prayers, and just happy to see it, man. So Chris Bay was injured in a TNA taping long ago, and the more you hear stories about it, the more horrifying it got. It feels like a career-altering injury. It feels like something that happened to Big E as well, where it was just a serious neck injury to the point where he had to be hospitalized, is clinging to life, paralyzed and stuff like that. He finally posted and got to talk to the people and give thanks. And he showed a video of him stepping and walking. He looks fine. He's walking around good. He's saying all the things and all the hardships he had to go through. And it just, man, it made me cry. I'm happy for him. He walking around the way how the stories was, man. It looked scary and shit like that, what was happening. But I'm happy he was on his own accord. He could walk out of there, and so many people out of the woodwork giving him blessings and stuff like that. It is the best news you can hear and you could see today. Blessings to Chris Bay that he is out here walking these streets. He had a young black man. It's his birthday too. He just turned 29. That man younger than all of us is crazy. But man, I'm happy he is good. He's walking around. He alive. Blessings and shit like that. Like I'm happy. I'm happy around. That's the best thing you can see today for sure.
Yep. I was like, oh, this what's up. I saw it earlier. I was like, oh yeah, okay. I was like, oh shit.
In a month full of all the bullshit, I am happy to see this young man get to celebrate his birthday, just breathing and alive. He saw 29, and blessings to see 30 next year as well.
Yep.
Man, happy. So whatever he wants to do in his career, whenever he gets, fully 100%, or if he's ever 100% again, maybe if he wants to go the Big E route of life and shit like that, if he can go and maneuver himself, man, blessings up to Chris Bay for sure.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
Yeah, but the good news for today for sure. But yeah, so on that note, it's time for the main event. Main event segment of the evening, and this is a collaboration project for sure. We are in A Shot of Kurosake / Down with BMP collab today for sure, because we in the Black Morpher Power collab. We are talking about today the new anime that's going on right now. Red Ranger is transported to another world, episode 1 and 2. So before we go off into that, I got some fast facts and some history to get into. So real quick, this is also named Sentai Redo Isekai de Bokunsha ni Naru. This is a Japanese manga under the Square Enix, under the Shonen Manga Monthly Shonen Gengen type. That's how they distribute it, and that's how they get the chapters. So this is released monthly. This is an ongoing manga right now. It started in October 2020. So it started pretty much when we started tinkering around with this podcast, ironically. This is an adventure comedy isekai, and the anime just came out and just started January 12th of 2025 to current. This is under Studio Statlight, licensed by Crunchyroll, and streaming there as well. It's a basic breakdown of a red Sentai has been thrown from his world to a fantasy world after fighting a big battle with his team, and has got to get back with the help of new folk in the new world. So that's a basic breakdown of that. And we step into episode 1, the Red Ranger and the Mage.
Yep. So the episode starts. We see a city on fire.
Yep.
That good stuff.
Destroyed city indeed.
Yup. And I'm like, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
Then we see the
Every time I see any kind of hordes of anything in a Sentai like creature, I always call them folks being chased by putty like creatures. There will always be putties.
yeah. I was like, listen, so at this point, then we see the Kizuna Five.
Yep. They in the we see they cut to the Cosmic Fortress Shred Skull, and then
Yeah.
arrive. You see the Kizuna Beast Sentai Warriors.
Yep. So they call out the beast.
Yeah, they came to stop the monsters called the Breakup King.
Yeah.
And we see the all colors. We see red, blue, green, pink, and yellow.
Yep. And so they merge. Megas on that Megas of a time.
Yeah, they called their Zords to the battle, like you were saying. It's okay. So what I wrote down was they got a dolphin, they got a gorilla, they got a tiger, they got a bird. And this is my question to you, Coles. Was that a kangaroo or was that a dragon?
Which one? Which
The
color?
the red one.
The red one. I wasn't sure. I thought it was a dragon.
Everything else looked on what I could imagine, but the way how that shit was shaped up, I was imagining it could be a dragon, but it was also shaped like a kangaroo because it looked like it had a pouch.
Yeah, for me, I had to double check when I looked at it, but I think it was a dragon.
Okay. Ideally, I mean, they could look like either that or like a model of how the Tyrannosaurus Rex looked like.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna go with you on dragon because it's so funny. I never would, and I never seen. I would imagine a Red Ranger with a kangaroo style.
Yeah, I don't think it was a T-Rex. I think it was yeah, it was a T-Rex.
Yeah, it was just I kept looking at it. I was like, everything else looked mad pointed, but that motherfucker looked so much like a kangaroo.
All I'm saying, it was some kind of prehistoric animal. I don't know exactly what it is, but
hey, I'm going on your side of the dragon, but I'm gonna call that shit a dragon-roo.
Dragon, a dinosaur. It was some kind of prehistoric
some shit. But yeah, like you were saying, they merge, and I love the kickoff of this. The second they emerged, I love that they was playing the theme. It just brought me straight into the Mighty Morphin concept of the whole shit, because when it started to merge, I just heard go Power Rangers or some shit like that. Just a mix of that, just off the rip with their theme playing in the background.
Yeah, and I'm like, yo. Yeah, so they transformed to the Maxima Kuzen Kaiser. I was like, okay, I'm here for this.
And they pulled out the Great Bond Sword.
Yes, I was like, okay. And it came from the sky, and I was like,
yep.
I was like, okay, Caesar, what I see you.
Yep. Homage is straight up the wazoo right there. So the battle going down. You got the Breakup King. He shoots piece of them. Yo, he shot them meanly. Yo, they lost that all quick.
Yes, he did, yo, because they was about to come in with that sword. He was like, nah, son.
He said, I don't play that, homie.
Skull with the Z on it. I was like, okay.
Big Zed, bro. Big Zed.
I was like, okay. Yeah, but they shot that. First the Zord was dodged. First the big Zord was ducking and dodging. He hit his swipe. And then boom! I'm like, oh.
Lost that whole arm. Had to hang off like a cliffhanger shit.
Yeah.
And homie was fighting for dear life, hanging on, and that's when Red chooses to take on the battle alone. He was like, "Man, I'll handle it. Y'all just peace out. Y'all just stay back. I got this."
Yeah, then they Red, you gotta go alone. I'm like,
Listen, man. The first thing that I thought of when he went alone was I thought of old Captain America Red himself, Carter Grayson, going up in the battle, man. I was like, I respect the hustle, man. You just it's the 20-year anniversary of Lightspeed, and he going Lightspeed with it, so I respect it.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, this is something Jason would do. I was like, yeah, OG Red would do.
Oh,
I was like, yeah.
Hey, it's definitely red coded.
Yep.
Yeah. So he stands before the king, and they end up clashing. This is what made me think more of Carter Grayson, because he had that red punch.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah, because the red, like when he went up against Queen Banshira, he had that superpower punch, and that's how he finished off Queen Banshira. So like instantly when he had that red power punch, I was like, oh yeah, this is dead ass the Queen Banshira battle all over again.
Yeah, I can see some references to that.
So he stands before the king. They do a big ass huge ass clash, and it ends up shutting everything down. Big ass explosion that went off.
Yep, and then he got pew.
Yep. He got sent, like everything exploded. He got sent flying back. And that's instantly where we get our kick into how the show actually starts. So he gets transported to another world amongst the explosions, and he floats through the shards of memories or something like that. Something going on.
Yeah, I was trying to explain how he got transported.
Yeah. I mean, he was giving his speech. He was like, "Yo, I did something for my friends and stuff like that. I don't know, maybe the power overcharged it and send him through a portal or something like that. And he just floating through his memories and shit like that, like he died or something like that."
Yeah, after he died, this person, I was like,
Probably. I mean, that's how most of these things, when you get transported to another world, you pretty much die. So I think he died.
That's what my initial thought was, but then he bounced his head on a rock.
Yeah, he
Like, he
arrived head.
alive?
He arrived head first on that rock.
Yeah, I was real.
And then instantly we get the title episode card with the Red Ranger and the Mage.
Yeah.
And then they skip to 6 months later.
Yeah, like 6 months later, I was like, what you was doing for the last 6 months?
Well, we about to find out.
All
So
right.
we kick off instantly. We are back with we are instantly flashed into this world. We are back and we see like a robot chasing a couple of warriors and a mage lady just being bored with her butler, and she's just testing these warriors out, and they being chased by this damn robot.
Yeah, and they're like, we give up. Like, how are we supposed to fight this thing?
Yeah, it was like, we don't understand how this shit works. So she said, so the maid says Golem is the robot's name, and she says these warriors are whack. They can't do shit.
Yeah.
So they clown her for being a fake noble because they hating because they can't handle against Golem, and Golem grabs him up and tries to take him out the building.
Yep.
And
They
she
shoot him
look,
out.
yeah. She looks more bored than ever. She's like, damn, I'm never gonna find a warrior, worthy enough to help me on my travels and shit like that. She looks off to a picture of her ancestor and she's like, yo, you can't send me nobody. Anybody in the world can help me out.
Yeah, Yidra, that was our intro to her. Yeah, she said,
Yeah.
oh man.
Yeah, she's something else. And then instantly we got her butler whose name is I think his name was Sebastian, right?
No, I think his name was Poseidon.
No, Poseidon. Yes. So Poseidon was chatting, and he was like, "Okay, we got another warrior on the list, and we heard about him through the grapevines that he was helping people around the city." And I said, when he pulled up, this reminded me of Andros because he was a cloaked warrior with a name, and he arriving at a palace, and he runs right into the golem.
Yeah, he's like,
And when he runs straight into that golem, they end up going through her window, and it knocks the mage over that had me weak.
Yeah, he's like, oh.
But straight through that window and had her ass falling out the sky. That shit had me weak, man.
Yo, listen, so at this point, Red is fighting the golem.
Yeah, he thinks he gotta protect the mage, but she like, nah, that nigga work for me.
Yeah.
He like, what?
It's like, oh, is this the test? It's like, yeah, you started it early, but yes.
All right, then shit. And they start to fight, and Poseidon like, yeah, that's the warrior I heard about.
Yeah, it's like, that's him. Oh. And so that's when he's fighting the golem. Then he transforms.
Bro, this is when the jokes start to come in.
Yes.
So when he transforms, they comment on the talking bracelet, and Sebastian's like, yo, and do you hear how excited that shit gets? This shit got me weak because if you ever see Sentai, anytime they use their morphing ability and shit like that, it always talks back to them, and it always sounds extra excited and mad loud. So somebody else being able to hear that is dumb funny.
Yeah, he's like, she was like, he transformed. Where did this explosion come from?
Yo, she was like, what the fuck? Not even that, but not only does the explosion, she was like, what kind of dance is he doing? What kind of warrior dance? Is he doing some kind of tribal war dance?
Right, she's trying to figure out, like, how do you change without magic?
Yeah,
like, why was there an explosion?
She was like, she can't sense any mana energy coming off him. And she's like, what the fuck is up with this explosion? Where the hell that came from?
Yep. And so at this point, he's fighting the golem.
Red starts serving hands.
Yeah.
And then you got Idra, yo, she in the background, she talk about she clowns his the names he gives to his attacks.
Yeah, she just trying to figure all this out at this point. She's like, he done beat the golem. She's like, why did that one punch create such an explosion?
Yeah, she was like, why that shit do so much damage? Who are you?
Yeah. And she's like, he was like, did I pass? She's like, yeah, you passed.
Yeah. She said Red wins and he transforms back and he gets his full name. So we get our intro Toko Asagaki, and that's Red's name officially, but he goes by his nickname Red. And she was like, well, that's obvious with all the color you damn well wear.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, she calls that shit out. I love her calling out everything in this shit.
So she is calling out everything.
So she introduces herself as Yidra Arval, and we get the intro of her butler named Poseidon, and and she clowns his nickname as well and stuff like that, and it's man funny.
Yo, the way she be going off of him, like, she's like, yeah, the way you're dressed, like, yeah, you look stupid. I'm like, yo,
Yeah, big facts, mad colors and shit like that. Like it's obvious your nickname's Red, duh.
it's like the kids back home, they love this. She's like,
Listen, man, we gonna talk about that. But yeah, so they talk about his arrival, and like they was talking about the story told of a warrior who sealed the demon queen that's kind of like him. So there's definitely like legend and lore around somebody kind of like him around.
yeah.
So this is where, like you were saying, she asked about his backstory, and he shows the origin of their marketing pretty much. And he's like, the costume is popular with the kids. And she said, oh, so back in your world, this is called brainwashing.
Yo, I was weak.
That was so fucking funny, man. He was like, he says, the kids think it's rad. And she's like, yeah, I bet you.
Yeah. And then so now she starts telling her that what she's looking for some kind of,
yeah, she's looking for some mana metals, the crystal of energy of unknown out of the water and stuck in places, the usage of magic and stuff like that.
Yeah, then she goes into her backstory a little bit.
Yeah,
and of course, Red being Red, he agrees to help.
Oh, big facts. So she's like, she a descendant of archmages like her father, and they do the duty for the kingdom and stuff like that. And she was like, she's trying to big her up, and she was like, yeah, I'm trying to, you know, big that back up. And Red, you already know, he hyped. He takes it as he got to protect the bonds between man and magic. So instantly he gets excited and jumps out the window, and he transforms and blows up her lawn. And I was weak.
And she looked out the window like this.
The second he jumped out the window, she was like, what? Hey, hold on now.
He's like, you said let's go, so we gotta go.
Yo, so he comes out, and then he pulls out the turbo huddle, and the turbo huddle got me weak because he got to do a shimmy to pull that shit off.
Yep.
So she says,
and then they go flying away.
Even before that, yo, she told him to stop manifesting objects.
Yeah, she was over it.
Yo, he snatches her, and then that's when they go off. And she said, "I need explanations."
Yeah.
And even Poseidon was like, "Yo, she's in for it now."
Yeah.
Oh my god! So this is where we get the midpoint title screen, and then he takes her off to the ruins, and he was like, "Yo, it's an easy trip over here." And she's like, "No, the fuck it wasn't no easy trip. You was blowing up giant ass birds to get over here."
Man, Red was watching them things like it ain't nothing.
He was like, "This is another day at the office, baby."
So at this point, they're at the place and they run into some golem. So they're doing her spell, and Red is just busting out weapons.
So he doing all this extra shit just to take out one monster. But Red, he pulls out the hand locking blade, starts busting a couple of them around. Then he pushes back multiple attacks. He takes out the marriage beam gun. Yep. And he blasts folk with multiple blasts. And Yudra's like, I'm feeling mad whack because you out here taking out mad enemies at once, and I'm doing all this hard work just to take out one of them.
She's like, how many has he torn through? And he took me all this time to do what?
And on top of that, she was like, "Why your blaster keep yelling at me?"
I was like, "Yeah."
Listen, this show is so perfect for not only fans of Sentai, but like people who don't get it. People who don't get it is Yidra, and she is so hilariously calling out everything. And it's like when you're inside the lore of it, it's just shit that just happens. You just with it, you just go with it. But like for the niggas who's not here for it, this shit is so hilarious. I'm gonna sell this show to Erica because Erica and me always talk about Sentai, and she's always one of those outside the buckets of it. And I feel like this is like right up there alley.
What killed me is that she was like, "Yeah, he defeats the monsters, but then they explode, and all their loot gets burned to crisp."
Bro, that shit had me weak. That shit when it came back was like burnt bone, burnt claw, everything. She's like, we can't do nothing with this. She's like, and it's so funny because like, yeah, it's true. Every time they defeat a monster, they do blow up. So anything they dropping is useless.
Yeah, I am cracking up. Somebody's like, "Yeah, you play World of Warcraft and this Power Ranger show up here, blow up everything."
This is
like my loot.
This is like, listen, bro. I've been telling you forever. Transition the fucking Power Rangers to an animated shit, and this shit all three. We have seen 3 specific shows that show you different genres of this shit, and they all work. Whether
Oh
it's a love
man.
story between the enemy and the thing, that shit work. Whether it's the evil Power Rangers and stuff like that taking over the society, just like boys, that shit work. And now this one being a comedy and them shit sent into another world, and he's in the other world with his own power, that shit work. I'm telling you, man, the blueprints are right there. Niggas just need to work. You just need to work with it, bro. But yeah, back into the episode. Red said this is light work. He explains that his enemies at home are the secret society of relationship enders, which got me weak as well.
Yeah.
The enemies are niggas who ruin relationships and
Home records.
all records pretty much, yeah. And we get an introduction to their full title. They're the Adhesive Squadron, because Kizuna 5 was born to face the Society of Relationship Enders.
Yeah, I'm just like, bruh.
She said she's even more confused.
Yep.
So Red said in those 6 months he's been here, he been trying to get home, but folk need his help all around. He just traveling around and people just need help. So he was out here like fucking the monsters and shit like that, and just saving towns, going out there being just a hero and a vigilante and shit like that, just saving people.
Yeah, I'm like, yo. Yep. He just basically saying, hey, I tried to get home, but it won't happen. So I see people needing help. So I'm just helping.
I had to do what I had to do. I had to do what I had to do. So instantly he was like, all right, so I told you my business. How about you? What's your hopes and dreams? And she was like, hey man, you a bit extra. You need to calm that shit down. I didn't know it was like sharing time.
Yeah.
But she says she wants to restore the feeling of the royal scepter back to her family, because the current one that they got right now kicked her father's ass and stole their family's legacy and shit like that. So she wants to bring back the honor and stuff like that back to it, because her father had passed away, and she trying to do that. So 10 years ago, someone came and snatched the title from her family, and then bad stuff started happening. They got some bad juju, and it's been happening since to the whole society. So shit's been changing, and she's trying to change that shit back.
Yep.
And in the course of this, Red got it super excited about her dream. He like, bro, you told me so much, so now I feel bonded to your dream, and I feel connected now.
Yep. He's like, I love your dream.
She was like, love. All right, calm down, big fella. So he's extra excited now, and he runs off, and like when he runs off forward, they start to move forward, and they end up finding a corpse.
Yep. And they're like, oh, look at all these corpses. And they're like, oh my goodness, look at all this ore.
Yeah, they find the mana metal, and right when they like she trying to put 2 and 2 together, she was like, they look stacked together on this wall, and there's so many of it, and it's look like something's like preserving here, so something must be up. And they was right. Right after that, a big ass monster dragon just pulled up and attacked, and it slices the shit out of Red's back, and he starts bleeding.
Yep, caught Red up. Woo!
Him whole lacking. That dragon monster is definitely the ops.
Yeah, Joe sent it.
Yeah, big time. Joe saw his list, and his list today was Yidra and the fucking Red Ranger. He said, handle my light work. I don't got a muscle buster for him yet.
And there's Big Dragon. He duck intimidating. Shoot, man, listen.
So he got fucked
Red
up.
ain't here.
Nah, he got fucked up, but he here for the cause. Yeah. He transforms because he's here to fight for that dream. Yeah. So this shit got me extra funny. After giving all that inspiration to talk about fighting for dreams, he transforms and explodes her and sends her sky.
Yeah, wait,
bro, that shit was too funny. That was the gift going viral that the week that shit came out, because they was like, don't get too close whenever Zente's transforming. And you right, because he transformed and he blew the explosion. She was like, you was talking shit about saving my dream, you tried to explode me, right?
Yo, the way she got flung, I was crying.
Shit, that shit was great. So he said he needs a deep bond to use his weapon, and she agrees. Though she was like, we kind of just met, but he was like, nah, I fuck with your bond greatly, so we connected, so you can help me out and do this big connection together. And I like the flex that Red has, because he is able to access the power of the entire Megazord without his team. I was like, what the fuck?
Listen, and your dear is like, what the hell is going on?
Bro, she was so twisted and confused. She was like, where the fuck am I? And why am I by this pod? And why is it a big robot here? And why is it like multicolored in different shapes and sizes and shit like that? And only you are here. And there's space for other people. What is going on here?
Yeah, she's like, I don't know what's going on here, Red. What's going on here?
So they trying to control, and Red just trying to go with the flow, and he's starting to fight back, but they getting clapped, and the music starts to play. to hype up the Bond's power and shit like that, but they getting beat up. The shit is only 20% of Bond power and shit like that. And she's like, she's like, what do you mean it runs on 20% Bond power? How do you calculate the connection of Bond and how do you use that as a full energy of power?
Yeah.
She was trying to add up. She was like, none of these numbers add up. What the fuck?
Yeah, and Red is just going through his spirit like, yeah, without infinite Bond, we can do this. Yeah, we
He's
got
like,
this.
I'm so confused. I don't know what's going on. But the music starts playing in the background, and you know what happens when you're in the Megazord and the music starts playing.
Yeah, yep, but Mega's bust out this special move.
Yeah, he out here shooting that chest laser to fry that dragon.
Yeah,
He's
the Maxima Kazuna blaster.
Yep, straight dragon mouth, straight shooting off, and it blows up, and the Zord poses, and Yutra's like, yo, I'm so scared right now. I think you a major threat, man. I don't know what the fuck kind of weapons you got rocking here.
Yeah, she's like, these weapons are terrifying.
Yeah, and right after they destroy the monster and it blows up, the ending theme starts to play, and we get the credits, and the ending theme slaps. I said it reminds me of themes that they play when Rangers fight or in the Zords right when they win.
And so then we get a little clip a couple days later.
Yeah,
we see Adira and we see Poseidon, but Red calls him Sebastian.
Yeah, he calls him Sebastian. He calls him Seabass and all that shit. He was like, nah, my name's Poseidon.
Yeah, well, at least he got the C part right, I guess.
He's like, I'm close enough. So Yidra says she's ready to join Red on a full adventure, and even though she starts to roast him as well.
Yeah,
but he's excited to work with her, and he was like, I was so inspired by your bond and your beauty and everything, and you just got me in love with your mission and shit like that. And she starts to freeze in embarrassment, and you got Poseidon in the background. He was like, oh Lord,
and everybody else started looking and listening, being nosy.
Oh hell yeah, because these two is causing a scene, and that shit is hilarious.
Uh-huh.
But that closes out the episode. So co-host, what is your first impression on this episode as a whole?
Yo, this had me dying. I was cracking up. I enjoyed it so much. I was like,
man, listen, man, we hyped this up going in when they made the announcement that this shit was going in, and I did remember reading at least one chapter of this thing, and I knew this shit was gonna be muddy. But watching this shit and having this shit go out is so fucking hilarious. This is perfectly right up the alley. It's the great divide between the people who are the Sentai fans and the people who don't get Sentai, and it's mixed all together in such a perfect genre. This nigga is so OP. He's in a different world. He gets to use his powers, and it's just hilarious all around. I said this is not only anime meets Rangers at peak, but this shit is hilarious. The girl being the comedic force, asking all these questions, feeling like the perfect merger of people who love and hate this genre, getting a kick out of this. Definitely recommend and would continue.
What cracked me up about this is probably every adult citizen in Angel Grove.
100%. All these questions. Why is the music playing? What the hell's going on? Why y'all what's going on?
Look out the window. What explosions going on out here?
Shit is ridiculous. Like, what's going on?
Like, why are they posting?
Yeah. So on that note, we could go into episode 2 of Red Ranger and Adventurers.
Oh man.
Yeah. So we open on Red transforming and exploding again. Yidra out here testing him, and like instantly she was like, all right, so here comes the next test, and you gotta take a shot of this needle. This shit had me this shit was so funny. When she pulled out that needle, he was quick to transform on the bitch.
Yeah, he was like, listen.
You heard that shit ready. It said bond plate activated. You was like, what the fuck? What happened to all that hero promoter? He was like, you better step off me with that needle, bitch.
Yeah, she's like, please, no needles.
They started to tussle, and the folks around was enjoying the show. You see that one nigga gobbling up his rice in the back, eating that shit like he was popcorn. So somehow she ended up on top of him, and the other warriors in here like, keep that shit at home. What you doing?
Yep.
Freaky ass niggas.
Yeah, I was crying.
Oh my god. So this is where we get our transition to the opening, and the opening theme is the ending of that first episode, but we in the full of visuals. And I said the song is dope. The opening song is dope. The visuals is dope. It's mad nice. I like it. It's good. What you thought of the opening with the music and the visuals
No,
all together?
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I was like, yo, okay. I was still cracking up for the first episode. I was listening to it. I was like, ah.
Oh, facts. It's a good cold open going into it, and then the theme and stuff like that. It's good. It's good. So we
Yeah,
get
good
our
stuff.
intro to our title card, and then instantly we go into it. So we got Yadira Arcolan. We're seeing her stats. She's an archmaid. She's an archmage, and they call her and then Red's reading out her stats and stuff like that, and he was like, "Yo, you mad skilled, you
Yeah,
mad cool, you
compliments.
got all this good, you got all this good skills, you mad cool and shit like that. You are archmage, that's what's up." And she was like, "What are you, my hype man?" I was weak, yo. She got the roast on 20 for this nigga.
For real. She was like, say, listen, you done tried to explode me like 5 times. Yeah, of course I got the roast on you.
Bro, son, he says he's just not. He just says nice things about her skills and shit like that. He's like, "Yo, that you just cool, man. Big respect."
Just don't blow me up.
Shit. So she sees his stats and she's like, "Yo, these motherfuckers is all over the place. What you mean he's got different hit points and kick points? What the fuck is that? And what do you mean his stats with his heats are this and like, what are these? What are these numbers?"
Like, she don't know what's going on.
Nah, bro. So we get a narration info on him that he is passionate, and they explain what the bond plate is and his transformation and stuff like that. With his strong blade and his punches and stuff like that, how many degrees they can hit, the way how it could cut through any metal and shit like that. Like, he is OP as hell.
You know what stood out to me during this whole thing?
What?
The curry he was eating in the beginning.
What was it? Spicy?
It was spicy. I was like, oh, I missed it.
Oh yeah, big time. That's everything. I saw IG. Did you see the IG Shinsuke Nakamura chopping that shit? And it reminded me instantly of
yes.
He did it the same way.
I was like, looked at the video,
bro.
Right after I saw it, I was like, yeah.
The second I saw it, I didn't think anything of what Shinsuke was doing. I was just like, I miss Japan. I miss the samurai class. I miss doing exactly that shit that he was doing, the exact combo we was testing.
Exactly. I was like, oh yeah. I was like, yeah.
I miss it all, bro, for sure. Get your shit together, Travel 2025. We trying to go back.
For real.
Get your shit together, planes. Niggas out here trying to force a nigga to go on Spirit.
Listen, how we gotta get there? Because I would be so fun. I miss 7-Eleven. I miss curry. I miss good food. Man.
I miss these snacks so much, bro. And the more videos they pile up on, like, oh, you missed out on this, you missed out on that. Like, fuck y'all.
Right? Don't send me that now.
Shit. Where was its energy while we was out there?
Right? Ready to go back.
Anytime, man. What the fuck? But nonetheless, so he was enjoying the curry. They was explaining his powers and shit like that. He yacked as hell. And then in the middle of the narration, Yidra's like, why all of she's like, I don't understand any of this shit.
Not at all. She was like,
she said all these stats are wrong, man. This shit's annoying.
And then the next part that cracked me up because we see the two dudes from the other day.
Yeah, the adventurers started to pull up from that last episode, and they was like, they sick of seeing her. She was like, they went complete Thanos. They was like, you took everything from me. She was like, I don't know who the fuck you two are.
Yep, they was like, what is this washed up noble doing here? I'm
like, they don't mess with her at all.
Nah, they wasn't.
And Red was trying to come in between. He trying to back up. She was like, all right, y'all gotta calm down. Y'all can't be talking that crazy on her.
Yeah. Red was she was like, I don't remember everybody that failed.
Yeah, but they had something for her. They roasted her back. They said, yo, daddy, howdy. That man was known as the cowardly mage. And she snapped. She she was like, oh hell no, you're not gonna talk about my dead daddy like that. Fuck y'all.
Yeah, she's wow.
She was already ready with the magic to go kill him. She was like, yo, bring the golem back, squish them niggas.
Yeah, she was like, nah, I'm about to blow this whole piece up.
Yeah, so Red comes in between and he said, yo, we about to battle in a quest off. Hand us any quest you got. We about to do that shit.
Yep. And it was like,
yeah, they're ready for a challenge. So they go into the what's called Guamame caverns, looking for treasure in a find off and stuff like that.
I said this looked like a whole Zelda map.
Facts. This looked RPG-ish as hell. This should look any kind of those, and it looked like those Zelda maps from the literal Game Boy Advance version.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, oh, okay. I saw the chest and I'm like, okay.
So the competition between them was they either like if Team Red and Yidra, if they get it done, they have to take back what they said about her father. And then on the flip side, if the adventurers win, she said she'll do whatever they want, and they on their freaky time because
Oh
they
yeah.
had her stripped down to a bikini and shit like that, and they was on some freaky time status with that shit.
They did not have no whoop.
They said and hashtag to this to shout out to the episode where we did what was it a comic got killed. They was like curse to them titties.
Yep, no, there was no noble intentions here.
Nope. They was on the Icky and Wiki Towns. So they go forward on that, and she tells Red to go all out from the start. The Adventures was like, yo, we know all the tips and tricks to get exactly to the thing. They was like, there's monsters in here, but if they be quiet, we'll be able to handle that shit. And Red said, fuck all that, transform. Yep. And it was like, what the fuck is going on? It started exploding. It was like, why is it exploding? What the hell?
Yep. As soon as he exploded,
it was like, oh shit, the Minotaurs are here.
Yeah.
So they start to fight. The Minotaurs all here jumping them like 20 deep. They came from the Xavier School of jumping. They're ready to fuck these niggas up.
But then using her mage powers, they fighting back.
Yeah, Minotaurs are fighting. Red calls out for the turbo huddle. And he takes some of them out. He said he's already used to group fighting because he fight all them putties back in the day.
So he started taking them out. More was coming.
So Yidra was like, "Yo, call the Zord so we can handle this shit easy." And he was like, "You're right. Let's call the Zord." And he called the Zord, and the motherfucker got stuck in the hole.
I was on the floor. I was like, "Yo."
I mean, it makes fucking sense.
It does. And I'm like, why would you listen to her talk?
That's why I'm like, "Yo, bro, you should have thought of that shit from before." What you mean? Of course, I was gonna get stuck in that small ass hole,
right? She's like, "Well, at least the Zord quit some of them." She was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, we at the midpoint, and like you said, they stuck in the cave, but it ended up crushing a few of them, so it helped one way or another.
Yeah, I was just cracking up.
So some of the adventurers were getting caught up. They was about to get killed up, and Yidra decided to move. She saved one of those guys, and she said it's something her father would have done. She couldn't let somebody else to die. Her father wouldn't. Her father would have turned over in his grave.
Yep, she's like, I don't like y'all, but I can't let y'all die either.
Yeah, she really wants her apology. So she was like, nah, I got to keep y'all around for at least that.
Yeah, it's like, they was like, just when we thought.
And then in the midst of that shit, Red started spitting some game. He was like, she always her beautiful, crazy self. She was like, excuse me? Beautiful shit. She started blushing. She was like, oh shit. And the adventurer niggas started getting annoyed. They was like, all right, enough of y'all flirting.
Like, for your own time.
Yeah, we about to get killed out here. And that's when this big ass skeleton Gojo the big ass beast from the head of that creature looked like that big creature that Megumi be summoning from Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh, that's right.
That shit looked just like that. I was like, who the fuck summoned this? I was like, Megumi, where the fuck you at?
Ah, shit.
Who summoned the sacred treasure?
Right, and then Red told her to get back. He's like, listen.
Yeah, that beast started striking, and Red got strike back. He got knocked all over.
Yep, the other two they tried to attack. Their weapons got obliterated. They were like, oh shoot.
Yep. And this caused a flashback to when he was fighting with Rejecta Condra.
Yep.
I was like, why the fucking names with this monsters, man?
Yep. And they're like, yeah, like you can't hurt me. Pew, pew, pew.
Yo, the ice puns against Blue had me weakened because this motherfucker was talking about they was giving the cold shoulder, and she was talking about cheap dates. She can't go 50-50 on dates when she was getting asked out and shit like that. I was like, oh no, not the 50-50 conversation in anime.
Like you asked me out. I was like, ah.
She threw a whole ice brick at him.
Yep.
And Red came in with the save. He was shooting proposal pot shots at her.
Yes, I was like, bruh.
All these weapon things, bro. But Blue was feeling so sad because he was feeling lonely and getting put down by the female gender and all the monsters and shit like that. But Red said, yo, he hyped up his man. He was like, you gotta respect the man inside. You gotta know your worth, king. Yep. And he was like, yeah, you right, man, you right.
Yo, this whole interaction had me done. Blue was like, yeah, I don't like women that don't offer to pay either. It's like, but you asked me out. I'm over here cracking
bro,
up.
These niggas was they was having a 50-50 conversation. The anime had me weak.
Yeah, I mean, it was just random as fuck. I was like, how we even get here?
I don't know, but that shit is hilarious. So this ended up the team came together and they used the which I mean, this is the Time Force V laser for 100% sure. But they called out the Victory Kazuna Buster. He remembers how to use that shit, and he remembers the time that they blew her up. They shot her with the V laser, and it got her to blow up.
Give me 1 sec, bro.
Yeah. So definitely they out here using the Time Force V laser. That shit was connected all together. Definitely shout outs to other series back in the day. I love how this shit is mixing together. It's showing like different Sentai moves and Power Ranger history and shit like that. You got your shout outs to the past with your Zord combos, and shout outs to what's going on with the battles and Power Blades all around and stuff like that. And we got the V's coming down and shit like that, and the Power Fist from My Speed Rescue and shit like that, and throwing that shit all together, combos and fights and stuff like that, and put all together and combo strikes. Nah, man, this shit's a great homage, and it's working on double time for the powers and stuff like that. Nah, man, it's great homage. Stuff be happening, and Rangers is putting that stuff together and stuff like that. Should be funny. Nah, that Asuko Togo. Nah, he's something else, man. He's a big homie. He connects with all his peoples and stuff like that, and something else, man. Something else.
Yeah, I'm back.
All right. Nah, I was filibustering the shit.
Yeah,
but
I smelled something burning, so I was looking around.
Oh shit! Everything good?
I was like, did one of the red explosions go off somewhere?
Oh no! Now him in your house, he done transformed and blew up something in the back.
Right? No, I think it's outside. I was like, okay,
that's got to be a joke coming down the line. I know he gonna transform somewhere by accident. He gonna light some shit on fire.
Yeah, I was like,
Red, what you doing up in the house, bro? What you transforming? Who y'all gotta fight, bro? What's going on?
Right?
But yeah, so he remembered that flashback, and he remembers the access to the Victory Kazuna Buster. So he asked the others for help. He was like, "Yo, I need to call on this blast laser now." So he asked for the others to help, and the challenge is a draw. He calls the blasting down, and all four of them is handing a part of the laser. They was like, "What the fuck is going on? How the hell we get into this situation? And what the hell is this?" And they ended up charging the laser, and they shoot out the blast. But the blast is weak, and they all clown him for this. But he's like, "Nah, bro, this shit dead ass works." But like the bonds ain't even connected to that because y'all niggas is kind of clowning around back there.
Yep, they're like, listen, there's tension here. The beam is splitting.
Yeah, man. The only way we work this shit is if we work this shit out. So like, get this shit together, guys. So the bonds need to be strong. And he remembers a time when Blue and Yellow was beefing, and they show like the crew members around and what they are outside their ranger status and shit like that. But the biggest thing I took from them is the one who was talking was the pig, and I said their mentor was a pig.
Listen, nothing surprises me at this point.
Nope. I mean, Power Rangers got a history of that. We did have Ninja Storm where old boy was a guinea pig.
Mm-hmm.
So hey man, it's the homages is continuing.
Yep.
So yeah, Red gets flung into a wall because I mean he's trying to get the brunt of it. He out there bleeding, and in the midst of that, Yidra goes off she heals him, and then the others end up protecting Red. Because they was like, nah, you protect us, we're gonna protect you. It's quid pro quo. We gonna show y'all that same respect y'all showed us. And they're fighting with everything they got. And Red transforms back again because he feels the bond. And the moment he feels the bond growing, the theme starts playing. And when the theme starts playing, you know they got all of the energy and the momentum hitting them straight up.
Yeah, so they bust out the blaster again.
Mm-hmm. And they charge that shit up at full V strength.
Yeah.
And this shit had me crying. When they shot the blast out and they destroyed the monster, they ended up doing the pose. And all three of them, other than Red, was like, why the fuck are we posing? And how do we know these poses?
Right? I was like, yo. I was like, man, listen. I was like, not me was cracking up like not the power cannon. I was like, bruh.
Yo, that shit had me weak. I love it, man. So there's an old guy that ends up popping out of the monster after they shoot him, and they take him back with a growth in his head and stuff like that. They was like, oh, what the fuck is that? We got to take him back to the guild and figure out what's going on. So they bake it. So they take him back to the guild, and the guild master's like, yo, I got this handled. Don't worry, we got this. Yeah. So they nurse him and the hole in his head and try to handle that. And then in the midst of that, you're just like, oh, that's good. We handled the mission. Everything's all good. They call it a draw. Everybody's good. And we worked things out with the adventurers. So she was like, so it's back to square one now. Let me test you out. She brings out the needle. And you already know Red's quick to transform on the bitch. He was like, there ain't that much growth. He was like, don't touch me. I'll blow you up.
Yep. And he explodes. He's like, I told you, take that up out of here.
Yeah, yo, he blows up the building. He was like, nah.
Like, I'm sorry.
None of them flirting shenanigans, sexual up on top or whatever the fuck y'all doing. Get the fuck out of here with that.
Mm-hmm.
So we flash forward and we do a scene. We're in the city at night and somebody's walking around like a zombie. He looking for something and he's on the midst of transforming and he runs into two others that's scoping out the city. There's one girl and one swordsman guy up there. Zombie runs into the folk, and a swordsman dispatched the hell out of that monster pretty quick. And the woman just the woman snatches out that seed, and they say that they aim to save the world, but they need some help, and that's what ends the episode. The ending theme plays. I said the ending theme is very chill, slice of life ending. Images make it feel like it's a magical high school world. That's a whole different genre right there. Yeah. So that closes out the episode and episode 2. So what is your final impressions on the second episode, co-host, and the show in general?
Overall, I enjoyed this show. The show is funny. It's funny as I don't know what.
Facts.
As a Ranger Sentai fan, just watching this has me cracking up.
This shit is 100% right up my alley. This is like instantly one of the major hits. Every Sunday they got a new episode, and I'm on it, man. In the gym, this is one of my major rotations that I do with my gym, and I watch this shit for sure. Like, man, this is I wrote down continuing with more jokes and more people involved with these shenanigans, and the concept makes this shit even more hilarious. Keeping it up because I'm sold. And would def continue and super recommend for Sentai fans and Isekai fans alike for a little spice on both genres. The genres are on both sides are like oversaturated with a whole bunch of shit, but this is 100% what's needed. The comedy is kicking, the powers is kicking. I just love everything about this shit. This is 100% right. Like, you ever see an anime that just caters specifically, that it feels like it caters perfectly to you? This shit is perfectly that to us.
Yep.
So 100%. This is perfect. 10-10, no notes, and 100% would continue and recommend to everybody around.
Yep.
So that's gonna close the book this week on A Shot of Kurosake / Down with BMP, Black Morpher Power collab for sure. So that's closing that up on that. Preview. I said our next review episode, since we did a collab on those things, we're gonna be back on the comfy couch, and with the theme of Black History Month, I said we're gonna dive into some series with some black leads and some black characters all around. And this one was sitting on the dockets from before, and since the show had I think the show just finished itself and kind of got also canceled. It's on Disney Plus. I wanted us to step into Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur episode 1 and 2.
Okay,
so that's on Disney Plus. It's an animated version, slightly adjacent of kind of MCU property and stuff like that. But it's Moon Girl. It's a intelligent black girl and stuff like that. It's part of the Marvel universe and stuff like that. It's cool. The show's cool, and definitely want to tackle that for Black History Month for sure.
Okay.
All right. So you already know what time it is. I gotta get our third member ready for this, because he's got a lot of spicy hot takes, and he's back on this field with his corner for sure. So I got to get him ready on the post for sure. Hold up. Got to get a man's ready. So he is ready with the docket as usual. Hello, y'all. It's Jordan in the house. And you already know it's Puppet Hot Takes Corner time. So this week I got to talk about something that's been sweeping the nation all for 1 week in general. I want to talk about that Mercedes Monet puppet. I want to talk about this right here. I want to know, how can that puppet be a CEO just hanging out a bag like a scrub? That puppet out here like it's Sasha from We circa 2016. It's passe. It's done. Catch that blue wig to get snatched off next. That puppet 100% is a deaf CEO. Just like co-host would say for sure.
Oh no, dude! Listen. I'm here for the puppet. The puppet is more over than Monet, so I can't agree with you there.
Nah, man, that puppet is raggedy and tries to steal my style. I see how it looks like me. Oh, its mouth out like this, screaming out the back of a bag. Nah, man, it's trying to steal a man's whole flow.
Listen, that puppet more over than Commander. So listen, let's go to puppet.
Well, I mean, I'm different from co-host over there, so I don't know if I believe in that Commander hype anyway. But nonetheless, I'm talking about my
At least we agree.
My beef today is with that wannabe CEO puppet ass. So let's hope that shit gets lost in the travel carry on, whatever it got to do. Like it got to be lost in transition to Australia for sure.
Nah, the puppet and Hardy got to make Mercedes feel the wrath.
Nah, that one is a CE no. That ain't anything I'm messing with. So not this week, not here. And my hot take is that shit is passe and trash. To Jordan, nevermore. Peace out. Bye-bye.
Oh man.
Damn, Jordan in with another spicy one this week, man. He like I said, you don't know who he tackling week in and week out, and that puppet was a hot streak for this week. So he wanted to talk about that puppet, man. I mean, I enjoy the puppet. I'm here on the field of wrath train and stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe we might see an upset this weekend and stuff like that. That's definitely a master watch for sure. I'm here for the puppet, and I hope, and I honestly hope that AEW get on the train and start selling that, because if they start selling that, Jordan might have a rival right there.
Listen, we on the same side as Commander, so Jordan cool with me.
Well, you already know my stance. When a hero comes along, he get Captain Commander team right here. So I can't agree.
Me and Jordan like, nah, bro.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's you and Jordan, but I'm here for when a hero comes along.
Nope, we ain't checking it. We ain't rocking with it at all.
Just wait until you get that picture of Captain Commander, man. The lore is growing, baby. He got a new tag team partner. He out here with the captain hat.
Get him out of here.
He's winning against Nick Wayne and shit like that. W's all. Yeah, and he gonna have his own yeet too.
Nope.
Yeah, man.
No, sir.
Yeah, we to Commander we see yes.
No. Put him in Ring of Honor Purgatory somewhere. No.
Nah, man, he does all the shows. He not just on Purgatory. He out here on Collision. He'll be on Dynamite. He on Ring of Honor. It's all Commander.
If he ain't getting jumped every week, I don't want nothing to do with it.
And with hologram on his side, it's gonna be W's. That's what I like to see.
Sir.
W's for the hero.
Ain't here for it.
He the captain and the hero. He is both Superman and Captain America. Look at that.
I gotta get him up out of here.
Look at that. But anyways, on that note, we got an email set up at blerdbynature@gmail.com. Facebook, Instagram, and Threads at Blerd By Nature. Twitter/X at Blerd By Nature. Nature spelled Nature on that. Calls, hit us with the YouTube.
You can find us on YouTube by searching for Blerd By Nature Podcast.
Yeah. We available on all podcast platforms. Check up on all our stuff that we'll be posting around. Episodes will be up and working. We out here working, and we have a backlog, but we will be working through it as time sees fit. Just check out all our episodes and enjoy us all around whether you can, because we have a lot of shenanigans and we be chatting a lot. So you can enjoy all around on what time you get. So on that note, do we have any final notes before we hit the outro, co-host?
Commander sucks egg.
Captain Commander is here. Give that man a shield.
No.
Yeah, man. But on that point, thanks for joining us today from Black Thought to Nerd Power. This is Nicholas, Mr. Go With The Flow.
And this is the man with the plan, Maurice.
And this was another edition of the Blerd By Nature Podcast.
Thank you for listening, everyone. And until next time, peace.